Holy moly, fresh blueberries. What do you think of that?
We got this big one on my pole.
Camp Keewaydin on Lake Temagami, Ontario, is over 110 years old. It was founded by a man who believed kids would grow, mature, and find their true selves when facing the hardships of the wilderness. Today, Keewaydin's vision remains largely unchanged. Kids take canoe trips out of base camp on Lake Temagami in groups of 5 to 8, called sections. These trips are 5, 10, and 21 days. Sections travel from lake to lake, making camp at a new site each night, navigating a loop that returns them back to Keewaydin after each trip.
It's an amazing, amazing place to learn to make friends, learn to cook, learn to paddle, learn to be yourself, definitely.
How you guys doing back there? Doing good.
You know, throughout the summer, you just see these kids grow in like a really big way.
I asked Greg Clark when he started in 1892, 1893, he wanted to start a canoe trip camp. And I think philosophically, he felt like out in nature, in the wild, kids could really learn something. They will learn here everything they need to know in life. They won't learn trigonometry, but they'll learn who they are.
When I showed up at Keewaydin, I was the most awkward middle schooler that has ever walked the earth, and I left, and I have all this confidence now.
When they come to Keewaydin, all of those personalities just disappear, and they're fully themselves, and they relish that. And they get to be silly, they get to be goofy, they get to be great at something, not great at something. It's just good job, no matter what.
I'm not sure what my life would be like if I had never come here. I don't know that I want to know because this is such a magical place.
It just feels really natural and like we're at home together.
Flour, sugar.
The staff teaches them cooking skills. They teach them how to make the fireplace. At many other camps, the staff do everything. So the Keewaydin way in which all the young campers learn all these skills is tremendous.
This is going to be your wash water, and this is going to be your rinse water.
What Keewaydin does so well is provide opportunity for success every moment of every day for every child.
Well, this is my first year here, and I learned what a portage was, and I learned how to tump and roll, and I learned a lot of stuff.
At mid-season, all sections, boys and girls, paddle in and take a break at base camp. There's lots of good food, time to relax, canoeing, cooking, camping, and swimming competitions, and time to share stories and just hang out with friends. Many parents come to Keewaydin during this mid-season break and at the end of summer. They stay at Ojibwe, our family lodge, visit with their daughters, and enjoy their accomplishments.
When I jumped off, I had a bucket full of thoughts. When I first jumped off, I had that bucket in my hands. Ideas that would take me all around the world. I stood and watched the smoke behind the mountain. It took me a long time to get back on the train.
A canoe trip world is a challenge from the moment that you wake up in the morning. But they're all achievable challenges, and that's what Keewaydin provides, is the opportunity for the kids to build their confidence and their self-esteem through constant success.
Ultimately, this is about them and them walking away from Keewaydin with this feeling of being successful and having done well.
Once they've learned canoe tripping skills, kids come back for longer trips, either on Lake Temagami or from our outpost in Western Ontario. Through the summers, they take longer and longer trips, culminating for many in a 7-week journey to Hudson Bay.
Woo!
going through things that are difficult and challenging allow you the ability to go out into the world and say, I don't know if I can do it, but I'm gonna try.
Crazy experiences that you could never get anywhere else. Like being able to see untouched wild, like nature and like run rapids that are like better than roller coasters. There's no place like Keewaydin.
Keewaydin means northwest wind, the harbinger of fair weather. At Keewaydin, kids learn to appreciate traditions. They learn to value perseverance, the depth of their own resources, how to trust and become trusted. Kids come for an immersion in nature and an immersion in learning to live and work together with others to accomplish something truly transformative.
It's about life on the water, life in the woods, about getting from lake to lake, about your food, about cleaning up. It's not about much else. And the clarity of that, the simplicity of that, the directness of that is practically a meditation.
The end of each summer is a dramatic time for all Keewaydin canoe trippers. All the sections paddle in, and they're greeted by parents, friends, and fellow trippers. They compete in tests of skill that are a century old. And around the campfire, they talk about where they've been and what they've done.
We get down this rapid, and we're saying, like, girls, let's portage these boats back up. Let's run it again empty. And they're so pumped, and it was so much fun. And then we get to the bottom, and they're like, can we do it again? We're like, you want to run the same rapid 3 times? They're like, yeah, definitely. It's like, okay.
And so we're in the kitchen, just getting ready, cutting up bacon, making the dough, like all that good stuff. And Katie Payne looks over into the water across the way, which is right above a waterfall, and she can see these like rocks that are kind of bobbing around, and they aren't rocks at all. She goes, they're seals, they're seals. And so we went down and we go to the side of the water, and they were seals. There's 3 little seals just playing in the water, fishing. So it wasn't only our dinner time, it was theirs too.
And they're like, no, that's not a bird rock. I think it's a whale. And they're like, no. And Tiffany's like, no, it can't be a whale. Like, no, this is too shallow for whales. And then all of a sudden, it's just like, psh, psh, it starts like blowing this little water thing out, this water spout out. And they're like, it's a whale, it's a whale. So, we're all hugging each other every day.
At summer's end, campers return home with skills and experiences that will be with them for a lifetime. Friendships, leadership skills, strength, self-reliance, and an appreciation for what it means to be part of a team.
If you want the best summer of your life, you'll come to Keewaydin.
The customs man upon our baggage cast an eagle eye. Thought we winked and said Keewaydin, and they promptly passed us by on our way to Temagami. Ottawatamishkaming, meta bitchuan, wabba swabba makwasagiga, and